okay, no, the other night, you were like, I'm gonna do this one subject, and then the next time I do it, I'm gonna spread out, or did you kind of just change your mind on that?
I did change my mind on
Oh,
that
okay,
completely
okay.
because my first dealio was going to be about Babylon and all the different civilizations in that. And I guess I technically could do this because this is located in Turkey, which is pretty much right where like this is the first people of Babylon because 6,000 years later, the Sumerians ruled this area, and that's like the beginning of fucking Mesopotamia right there. So it really could, I guess technically, if I wanted to say that, sure.
Okay. Either way, I was just curious on that. Um, did you see
And
the video I sent you, by the way? Did you watch that at all?
Oh yeah, the yep. Oh, this is the file right here. So right here I
and
should just be
Lurfa
able to drag it
between the
over. And I just like on all those T-shaped pillars and whatnot. And for what I've watched, I don't know, I can't remember if I watched all of it. The or they were just pillars, I guess, in my eyes, and they weren't as big as the ones that they found in
No,
Göbekli
but
Tepe.
he's saying that they're like a bunch of it's underground, and like,
Yeah.
and Göbekli Tepe or whatever the fuck, however the fuck you say it, Göbekli Tepe. It fucking like there's a bunch of smaller ones around it, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we've uncovered a little. It's pretty much a huge site. We found one location and dug, so far, or multiple. I don't know exactly how much they've done, but yeah, it's supposed to be pretty fucking huge, like this location.
Are we doing the podcast then?
It doesn't really matter.
Well, like, there's not very much to this. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there is, but there isn't.
Not there really. Yeah, no, not really, because
Like,
we don't know shit
we can
about it.
speculate. So, like, I'm gonna say this one's gonna be like probably 30, 40 minutes ish of just like us talking, if it even is that long. But all right, one of the theories I came across on the internet while researching this, by the way, I am recording at the moment, but I just
Okay.
want you to know that one
Yeah,
of
legally you have to tell me. All right, legally
the
you have to
theory
tell me.
the theory that I am kind of like leaning towards here is it's where Noah kept his animals. Now, Noah's Ark happened, and you're just a loser if you don't agree with that. We believe, my religion believes that this is a religious site for Noah Ark to have a sanctuary for his animals. What do you got to say about that? How do you feel about that one? That's pretty much all I wrote down for notes.
All right, so first off, where are the animal bones?
You know,
Not for your little
like,
thing.
it's a sanctuary, so there's not supposed to be animal bones. Two, there are a bunch of animal bones, actually, because of the hunting the grounds around the area and fucking livestock. So,
Oh, so
go
they were
fuck
killing
yourself.
their sanctuaried animals. Then your theory is
Alright, no, okay,
honest.
but I was only joking about that theory, alright?
No, we
Because
don't come in with jokes on us.
my real theory on why, alright? So we all know, alright, if you study anything about this place, right, you would know that the older art is better than the newer art, right? Like, it has better detail, better engravings than the newer art, right? Now, I believe this is because of survival needs and like the Ice Age happened around that, right? Like young fucking Andre, what the?
Hey, you want to know a little fun fact?
What now? What's an interesting fact?
Do you know where Noah's Ark was supposedly supposed to go?
Where?
To Mount Ararat, and we believe that to this day that Mount Ararat was in Turkey.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I believe that. All right. So, fuck is this called? Göbekli Tepe, right?
Yeah.
What does the meaning of the word stand for? What does that mean?
I think it's so old. It's honestly fucking, if I remember, it's like Potbelly Hill or some shit like that.
Yeah, good job. Good job. So from the videos that I watched, it's believed to be around 15,000 years old.
Yep.
Like started around 15,000 years ago. It started, like, the first known areas are 15,000, 12,000. See, like, I have contradicting ones here, because one says 12, one says 15. But,
Yeah, I think you should have a freaking. Yeah, you're about right there. What I got written down is 11,600.
yeah,
We're
so
about
I
right
started, I said started in 12,000 BC, but main structures believed to be made
there. Yeah.
in
I
around,
like
like,
that because
10,000.
it's by a couple thousand years. You
Yeah.
gotta say, for nature.
Site ended construction around, like, 8200 BC.
I don't really have a start nor end. I think honestly, I think that's just too pinpointed.
Well, no. If they can if they can get the rock, if they can find the fucking.
Right, but they've only buried up freaking like 10%, so it's hard to date.
Well, I
Yeah, we
know,
could
but
date this 10%,
the
but
end would be the easiest thing to fucking uncover because it would be
because
at
that's
the
the
end.
first thing you find.
Yeah. So like they would be
Right,
able to
but we
find.
can't find the beginnings yet. We haven't reached the base.
Right. So made
like the furthest
around
bill or
15,000
however.
years ago is fine, but
Yeah,
saying
exactly. I'm just
8200
saying, yeah.
BC is pretty like I would say pretty solid for, because like that's the first stuff they would find. I have another thing written down, and this might fuck you up a little bit, but I said Klaus Schmidt is a very smart man. Graham is weird. That's what I wrote down in my notes. Just so you know,
He's real psychedelic. He does ayahuasca and
he
fucking
does like
believes in shamans and all
he's
that.
on, to me, he's on the same level as like the History Channel with their ancient aliens. Literally,
I wouldn't go that far, but
to
I
me,
can
he
understand
is.
how you want to make that speculation.
To me, he is. But to Klaus Schmidt, the actual guy that like found the shit, he is a reasonable, like, he actually has some good fucking like thought, and obviously he would be a good guy to kind of like listen to a little bit, because like I don't know, and he is the first opinion, so you kind of want to listen to more opinions, I suppose. But he had very like moderate, like he had good takes, I would say, about what, like see, like, I have another note here, because I remember we had this argument last night where you were saying that they didn't really have a way of moving stones, but he he has a TED Talk video, and in that video he showed that they had methods where like 32 people, I believe it was, could carry, like, or no, it was 32 tons. I don't know how many people. It was like 40 people could carry 32 tons or something like that. So it isn't out of the realm of possibility of being able to move those stones.
But sure, they had to move it somehow, so there was most definitely a way they did it.
Yeah, and I mean,
I'm not denying that,
the fucking, I am no mathematician myself, and I know you, like, I mean, you're smarter than me, I'll give you that,
I
but,
ain't no mathematician.
yeah, people are smart enough to figure that shit out. Like, I mean, you fucking can put a circle through the circle hole and a fucking triangle through the triangle hole, and like that's like literally, I don't know. But, yeah, yeah. I'm literally not playing anything. I'm not doing anything. I might literally just mask over this fucking like us just talking with something, unless I just decide to start playing. I don't know. But all right. How are you feeling? Do you want to like because you were the one that brought this up, or like you this is yours. So do you want to like introduce it at all, or this is our first one too, so it's gonna be a little rough. We'll figure it out.
All these are gonna be rough, boys. If you guys do listen to this, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't heard,
just because
of Göbekli Tepe, huh?
Sorry, just keep going. Sorry,
My bad.
No, that's my fault.
No, pardon me. Where'd you start? It's in Turkey, if we haven't established that yet. Göbekli Tepe, you know. We've thrown up dates about when it's speculated that's been started, you know.
All right, just throw it up, just so we know, and I'll put numbers up with your words, boom. So we know a timeline. Go ahead. So say a timeline real quick.
Timeline. I'm just gonna say freaking give or take a few thousand years from 11,600 years ago.
All right. So you're being real specific. So just say 12,000 years ago. So let's just say 12,000 years. Because why be so specific about it? Like even with me being 8,200 years ago, you know.
Yeah. 12,000 years ago, give or take a few thousand years.
Wait, not years ago. Sorry. BC. It's BC, right? It's 11 BC, 11,000 BC, right?
No.
It's 11,000 years ago? So what BC is it?
It's like 32 or some shit BC or some stupid shit like that.
Wait.
No, that's way
late, brother. That's like way long, or not way long ago. Like that's like a long time, not millions of years.
Do you know what BC stands for?
But isn't BC going backwards? Like 2000 BC, 2000 BC is a long time ago.
2,000 years before Christ.
4,000 years from like right where we're at. 4,020 years from where we're at right now. Right.
Yep.
Right. So 32,000 BC, would be fucking 34. Right, but that's what you said at first.
I just said 32, honest. But
wait, 32 BC?
That
okay. I thought you said 1,000. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's just say 12,000. I think it's 12,000 BC, right? It's 12,000 BC, 11,000 BC.
It's between 9,600 and 7,000 BCE.
All right, so
which would put it to about 12,000 years ago.
Okay. I thought so. Maybe I'm just stupid. Wait. Oh, okay. So I'm stupid. So my fucking notes were right. Believed to be 15,000 years ago. Uncertain. 12,000 BC. Right?
Yeah, you wrote that down right. Yep.
Okay.
No, you did not write that. You did like the same thing 2 times. It's 9,600 to 7,000 BC. So not 12, 9 to 700 BC. Or 1,000. Boom, boom.
Well, I have 8,000 BC when it ended construction. But they also believe it to be, like, older than that even, Chance.
I believe they want to say it's pretty well undetermined. And this is like the official freaking site. Like I'm looking at it here, and they say freaking.
All right, we're gonna range between like I'm gonna just say a fat 9. We're gonna give it a 9,000 BC because that's honestly, if I remember correctly, that's what fucking what's his nuts said, and
I'll take that.
I'll hail that motherfucker because he is. Honestly, like, beyond, like, because I watched some more of the fucking Graham, dude, and it's just, like, fuck, man. Like, I literally, like, when I was researching this shit, bro, I saw so many Graham videos where it was, like, alien or fucking pyramid. And, like, I watched, like, 1 or 2, but, like, seriously, after that, it was just, like, bro, like, even if you were right, bro, I just don't. You're kind of like schizophrenic, and like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Think if you were to sit down and like read his books, it's a lot different than a YouTube video. Is all I have to say about that. I've never
Yeah.
watched YouTube videos on this guy other than the Joe Rogan podcast, but I've read the vast majority of his books, even his freaking fictional books that like were just like about the Mayan Empire, and he put like real like freaking Hernan Cortez actually invading, but he mixed it in with the mythology of the Mayans and Aztecs and shit, and it was like actually pretty good. That's like besides the point. I think his books
All right.
represent him a lot better
All right.
instead of like pinpointing shit.
Instead, sorry for cutting you off. I would agree with that. Like somebody, I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like he is a bit like when he's writing, he like obviously you can't kind of like tell his emotions. So I would say that like it's probably a lot fucking more like
Structured, not so freaking him
understanding.
being
Yeah.
exciting about it.
Yeah. But fucking okay, so Göbekli Tepe around 9000 BC, right? What is it? What is it? You know?
I don't know. I won't say what it is because we
No.
don't know.
No, okay. No, what is on the ground right now? Like what
Okay,
do
so
they
like
have?
what we found and what?
Yeah, like what we
Okay,
know
so we
about
found
it.
stones up to 10 to 20 tons that somehow they moved and structured and put together. That's like any old civilization. They find big ass stones and it's like, how'd they get these here? Every single one. So that's kind of cool, but not the main thing that fascinates me. Now we come to these pillars that could have been some art design that they went up and they showcased maybe their gods, maybe their everyday life, because it had a bunch of pictures on it, a lot of them. And there's something about these pictures that is repeated over and over that is cool about them, is they weren't carved into the pillar, they are protruding out of the pillar, which is a lot harder. I don't know if you've ever sculpted before, and you like dig a design into something, doing it the base way to where you just draw it in and you carve the things out to form a picture is so much more easier than taking the picture, like the material around said picture, to make it protrude out of the freaking canvas.
Right, yeah.
And back then they were able to carve these deals and they protruded it out.
Like a 3D sculpture, if you would.
Exactly, yep.
Yep.
So they were actually doing that stuff
Which,
that long ago when
I saw
we
some
thought
pictures.
that only fucking they were painting on the wall. This is the only thing these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers could do is paint on the wall. But they were able to do this kind of art.
Yep. So, yeah. No, I saw some pictures of some like really fucking good, some really really good art. Honestly, like to be fair. Yeah.
And they also found residue of some sort of fermented liquid in jars and what. So they believe that they were able to they knew how to ferment shit and make beer.
The argument there, right, is the Göbekli Tepe is in a fucking fertile croissant is what they called it, crescent, right? It fucking it is like really dry. It has the desert. It has
So you don't think they would have had vegetation to grow around there?
no, they did. It was really dry, but then it was also really fucking grassy at times. Like if you look at like the last like 10-15 years of like a satellite fucking updating imagery of that area, it literally goes from fucking like a desert to fucking grass to desert to like
Yes.
like,
and I was about
which
to
is
say
the
that.
perfect
Back then,
fucking-
they believed that there was lush and fertile grounds with like, yes, it is a desert right now, but during that time period, there was for sure a shit ton of vegetation.
It goes back, like it's still fertile to this day. Like it's very good ground to this day. They use it for farm ground. Like it's
Are you
in
sure about that?
yeah, they use it in the Golden Triangle, literally. Not that area for farm ground, but they use fucking the Golden Triangle for farm ground. Yeah, like I literally was just watching videos about it. Fucking, like, yeah, and the fucking guy had a TED talk 8 years ago. I think he died in 2014. So,
Can I come out and say right now that I think TED Talks are cults?
well, okay, I don't necessarily agree with you there, but I don't even know what the fuck that would. I don't even know.
Like, they're trying to implement said information into people's minds by running this big old conspiratorial TED Talk thing. Maybe not the people who go on it, but the people who run
No,
said
it's
TED
for
Talk.
people that want to
TED
learn.
himself,
I don't
like
know,
they're
man.
like forcing
I
them to
don't
say
know.
certain shit and
All
they
right,
won't let them
we're
say
on
other
a
stuff.
podcast right now. If you want to have one day where we're
Boys,
doing
I
a
believe,
whole
listen to me
TED
right
Talk
now, I don't think
podcast.
you should fucking watch TED Talks.
Okay, but when it's
Yeah, right
literally
now.
fucking Klaus Schmidt, like, talking, and it's like one of the only fucking
And I
conversations he
bet you they
actually
said
had.
that you can't say stuff either. And like I bet you was denied a bunch of stuff that you should have said and
No,
like
he
all
said
this.
a lot of shit.
Oh sure, I'm sure he did,
A lot
yeah.
of reasonable
I
shit.
believe that. Yeah. Well, for sure. I'm not saying it's like automatically all implemented. You can't do that and run a freaking
He literally was like,
successful
it's a
implantation
sanctuary.
site.
I don't believe that it's a fucking. I don't believe that it's a fucking. You just want it to be like aliens or some shit.
No, I don't. And I
Literally.
don't know why you're interpreting that,
I
but
don't
that's
know,
cool.
pal.
Say what you
Because
will.
I feel like.
And I believe I've said this even on this podcast, and I know I've said this to you a million times prior. I said I think it's simply cool because we found the new oldest civilization.
Which, yeah, I also
That's
agree.
why I
I would
like it.
agree with that. Yeah.
And I also think the Younger Dryas that this also has to correlate with is very, very fascinating as well. And like all this happened at the time that we can say that in every civilization to this day comes back to a quote unquote flooding of the world, and this Younger Dryas is most probably said flooding of the world. So
Right.
this has a lot to do with the history that I think continues on for the rest of this rest of our world.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to the fertile ground thing, I don't like. I mean, the way that I was like, see, like I read a video where it was like, there's not like much water you could get out there, but then again, like when I saw some satellite images, dude, like when I tell you it's like more green than like South Dakota gets, like I'm
And back
telling
then
you,
it
like,
looked a lot different than what it looks like now.
yeah, which
And
it,
that's enough said about that whole situation.
yeah,
Right there.
yep. I'm not saying it didn't, but it also, I'm gonna say it that didn't look too far off of what it looks like now. Like,
I bet you there was a lot of
natural
trees
state.
and vegetation and what. Just like with the pyramids of Giza and all that, that used to be a lush forest. Now it's a
I
desert.
could see that. You're not wrong.
And since like soon enough we need to get in on this topic because this also correlates with that and the Sphinx. There's known showing of water erosion around it, to where when that thing was built there was rain.
Yeah.
So that thing's a lot older than what people say. Like our today fucking science
Alright,
and
we're
history.
on
Like that's,
Göbekli
pretty-
Tepe.
but this is like those do correlate with.
Yeah,
one
you're not
another.
wrong,
Both
honestly.
shows
I
that-
saw I was seeing a lot of like the civilizations kind of meshing together, like the fucking art on the walls and shit.
they're pretty dang close to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you fucking did you see anything with the pillars when it came to a little saddlebag that people are holding? There are a shit
No
ton
saddlebag, I
freaking.
didn't ever see that.
The Mayans had a picture of a fella holding like a little handbag on their pyramids and designs. The Egyptians had the same fella holding a little handbag. The Göbekli Tepe's
The one thing I
T-shaped
did
pillar
see
had a picture of it.
similar, like a bunch of people had similar, was the fingers like wrapping around the stone, you know?
Yeah.
Like that was a very similar thing I saw from the fucking people that did I want gum gum. I can't think of the fucking, what is
The
it?
Easter Island.
Yeah. Again, dude, I kind of hate speculating. I really fucking hate this because I hate like.
Well, welcome to history. In
Well,
a
I know,
nutshell.
but even like when at the war, when like when or like like learning about war, when like I hear a quote that's like, it's said that there was a survivor that said that he couldn't, or that fucking you couldn't step a foot without being a foot underwater of fucking or under fucking blood, you know, that type of shit. It's like, okay, but then how much of that is just like the guy like exaggerating, or like
Exactly.
his bloodline, or like a friend of his, like, you know, like exaggerating, and like I just fucking hate it. I like, and I'm gonna say the battle happened, and I'm gonna say it was probably pretty aggressive on one side if that, like, the person's talking about it like that. But just like being like, it was too tight for them to actually be able to swing a sword. That like
Might even find some
you're kind of
capital
discrediting
along
the
way.
fucking Roman military
Can't
for
say I
doing that
enjoyed
against like
taking orders from the
Carthaginians. Like
likes of
they're not
Martelli.
that stupid. But again,
Can't say I
it
had
could have
much
been
choice
really
neither.
brutal. Like you never know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just fucking hate speculation. But I also like. I mean, obviously it's history. I know that. It's just fucking like I like being real fucking like. I just like uncovering it and like maybe like having some fucking thoughts about it, what it could be, but people fucking like bitching and arguing about like, hey, this is what it is. It's like, bro, I don't fucking care what you
I
think.
remember a
Genuinely.
time when crooks
That's
were
what I
crooks.
say all the time. I say I'm not
Didn't
gonna pick
wear
a
no
side. I just
suits.
think it's all fascinating.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah.
too much
I don't
to
know,
ask?
cause the fucking the guy, the Graham guy. I mean, fucking, he does have some good points. I'll give
Risky
him
business
that. But
these
then
days, getting from
he
one
sounded
place
like
to
on
another.
that fucking
And
podcast. He
certain
sounded like a
kinds of
whining
people
little
got more
bitch,
to
and the
lose
other
than
guy
others.
sounded
I ain't
like he
talking
was
no
keeping
legitimate
it pretty
businessmen either.
pleasant. I think.
I'm talking
Like in comparison to
common
this
crooks on
fucking
the land,
squealing fucking
running from old
European
John Law on
fucking
account of
sounding
the dollars they
motherfucker. I
stole,
don't even know.
and running from Signor
I don't know.
Martelli
I think you're kind
on
of just
account
breaking
of the
that down into one had a
Capitale.
dark or deeper
Watch out.
voice
Now
than
I
the other
leave the
one,
law
but they were
to
all
handle
they're
their own
both
But he
bitch.
was no. I
And I
would
think
even
it's
say
fucked
they
up
both
that
had
even
high
Joe
pitched.
Rogan would step in on him, and like Joe Rogan wasn't being nice either
To who?
to or not to fucking Michael Shermer or whatever the hell that dude's name
Yeah,
is. Like
nobody
they
was
were
being nice to
tagging
that
up on him, which I
motherfucker.
thought was fucked up, and I don't even like the dude very much, but I'm still seeing like
I
that whole
honestly,
situation is
and
kind of fucked.
like because of that type of shit, chances why I like Joe Rogan still, but like I just don't trust a lot of what hit like I don't know. There's a lot of
I say that
UFO
on
like
our time. I don't freaking much care. Like he's very opinionated man.
yeah, like
And
one of the things I can't really get on his side with at all is the fucking what's his nuts doing. But I can too because he is a very intelligent man. I forget his name though. The UFO guy.
oh fucking Mike Lazar.
I have a hard time with it. Then also it's just like he did have a rocket powered car that he made. Like to be fair, that is a real thing.
Yeah, and we know for a fact the government will go out of their way to discredit somebody, make them look like a fraud.
You're not
And like
wrong
they
about
had that
that.
happen where they like legit took away his freaking. Or people could say he lied about going to school, but like, is it really that far fetched to believe that our government wouldn't erase his files to like be like, you never actually went here, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's not far fetched at all. Our government will drug us.
Yeah. I believe Area 51, if we're gonna go over that real fast. I believe
I'll give us a minute segment
Yeah.
on this fucking
So
thing.
this is my take. It's a known place that we invented new aircrafts there. I believe we could have had quote unquote these UFOs that we stored there to help progress our knowledge in our main reasoning was to make new aircrafts. Did they have a little freaking department where they had these freaking crazy looking aircrafts and they were trying to figure it out? Maybe. That's my take.
I think we're just retarded humans, right? And when you're in the 70s, 50s, 60s, and you have like somewhat of a clue of how a plane should look like, right? Like propeller in the front, fucking things on the side, and then you see a fucking Black Hawk, or not a Black Hawk, but a fucking, you know, the stealth fucker. Like they made it in the 70s. That fucking stealth. Like it's literally
Which it came
a fucking
from Area 51.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Like the fucking like a stupid human, like me being one of the stupid humans, seeing that in the sky. Back then, not really having a fucking thought about what an airplane is, I'd be like, oh, yep, that's a fucking alien right there. And that's the same thing with like the pods that we see nowadays. It's probably just a government somewhere doing some real good shit with their fucking technology. Yeah, but our government, all right, we have a laser on our fucking
How did that hit me? Let me move.
we have a laser on our submarine that is supposed to be able to take shit like that down no matter what. Like, not even take it down, just scramble shit and like make your shit useless. So you're dead on the spot. Capitole. But yeah. Alright, so stone structure.
Damn it.
It's a stone structure. The stone structures are believed by Klaus Schmidt. He believes that the structures are humans, like the T structures are humans, which would be a like significant thing, because it would be like one of the first civilization to have focus more on the humans than like animals, and like actually fucking portraying the human as like the superior subject, you know?
With that, I will say, with those pillars, they also have animals that don't pertain in their region. So somehow these people knew about animals that were fucking in North America that they would have never seen before, never had a glimpse of before. Somehow they have designs of them on those pillars.
Wait, actually?
Yep.
Which then like leads me to believe that like maybe it was, when was Pangea supposed to be a thing?
Long ass time ago, like before the dinosaurs.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know a chance.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, literally, like when I saw the images, I don't really like, again, I'm really hate speculating, but the Easter Island video that I kind of saw, and the fucking details on the fucking like the fucking Easter Island guys and the fucking Göbekli Tepe fucking site, they literally are the exact same, like fingers, the exact like the way they wrap around the fucking stone, it's literally the exact same, and it's a little fucking weird. So them being like, and then I saw a bunch of theories where it was like they were trying to say that it was a civilization that spanned across the world, which I didn't watch any videos on that because I didn't really want to fucking waste my time on something like that, but
That's pretty speculatory. But we do know, I don't know if you I forgot exactly what it's called, but I want to say it is, forgot what like islands they're on the coast
Okay.
of, but
real quick, I'm gonna do something real quick, all right?
okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to All right, watch my screen real quick.
Level.
Alright, hold up.
This is the Lexus NX with
Alright, watch it.
All right, hold on.
and our most advanced safety system ever.
Gotta do something. All right. Share screen.
Since giving Temptations Parade buttons, we're spending a lot more time together. Some people even say we're starting to look alike. Hear that, Buttons? They think you look like a human.
Why can't I? Oh.
Or else they think I look like a cat.
Okay. So, you watching now?
Yep.
So first off, this is like the date he believes this is fucking Göbekli Tepe, fucking Tepe, and then
Okay.
you know other civilizations like that's Aztecs, right? Right there, yeah, I believe.
No.
Or, who are before the Aztecs? The fucking Mayans or whatever. The fucking real old ones over there.
Like, I can't remember, but the fucking what they were called, but that'd be like predating that. They would call them like the Boulder people or whatever.
Oh, and then yeah. So okay, and then this is what I was talking about the Golden Triangle. Golden Triangle. This is like a very fertile area of land. And then there you have Göbekli Tepe, and then like around here, there's two more tepes, that are like the exact similar fucking thing, but yeah. So this like a very fertile area. So they knew that, and it's believed. Klaus believes that it is, like I mean they strived, like the if you would, the hunters and gatherers in this area strive so much better than the other hunters and gatherers, so they were able to do a
So they
bunch
had
of this
free time to
art.
do stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Which I believe made a lot of sense, a lot more sense than like a more advanced civilization like coming in and like teaching them or something. I like, but again, speculating is speculating. It could have fucking happened. You never know. Which is interesting because they're supposed to be in the hunter and gatherer stage for like another like couple thousand years. So it's a real weird thing. It also aligns with some stars. I thought was kind of interesting. And it's
Yeah,
also,
they're like with the Sirius star and all that.
and I think you told me this last night, but the reason there's no pottery is because it's before pottery was like invented.
Yep.
So makes sense.
Of course.
Another interesting fact you might not have known, maybe you do, but the archaeologist of the University of Chicago found no interest in the Potbelly Hill, and in like 1984, I believe, and then Schmidt in like 1991 read that report and believed there to be more of the strange hill, and then like he got access and started digging in 1995, which is pretty interesting. Yep. And with that being said, with like having more free time, and then an ice age coming, and then the quality of art getting worse would make sense, right?
Oh, sorry, repeat that?
So like they have so much free time, so they get really good with their art, and then like an ice age comes, because that's like right before the ice age. This is when, so an ice age comes, and like their full fucking instincts go back to like survival. So like they slowly start to etch out that art instinct, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and that, like, I don't know, that kind of like matches up together. I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. There were 20 rings found around the hill of pillars, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They buried first circle of pillars, then made another ring around the first. Repeated the process did this every couple of generations. That's what I have written down in my book. Oh, and some of the fucking tea statues have arms and legs drawn on them. That's why they thought they were like human.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Honestly, I was running through water and I could hardly hear you.
I said some of the tea statues have like arms and legs on them.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
they thought they were humans. Oh, also I was a fucking video came out where like it's like literally the fucking like college or whatever that is like studying the site. They came out with two videos like 2 days ago or whatever. And in the video they they said that it is believed that the area was for the more privileged of the living folk, which obviously that's a lot
Okay,
of
how can they
speculation.
say that without knowing who the people really were, though?
Again,
That's just like very
but they
speculative.
also have a lot more information than we do. So they
Sure.
they might actually have everything organized and actually know a lot more than we do.
That's fair.
Like they might actually have like some fucking like organization with like how the village is associated with themselves and shit, and like we just don't know, you know, because it is fucking, I don't know, it is a real tricky spot for, I don't know. But I mean, I think in the last couple of years, it's definitely like that area's gotten better because they've actually put a lot of like government resources into that area, so a lot more money. Like fucking watching the video. I yeah, there was like a nice building that went up around that whole area, like through like the 2016 2017 era. And then it also became like I forget what they said it, but in like 2018 2016 something like that, it became an area of like historical value or whatever. I forget what they call it. You're not watching
So
me still,
fucking
are you?
over. Huh.
Okay.
Just drink and don't fucking jump attack me, buddy. I appreciate that. Hey, no, I do appreciate it.
Oh, and some of the stone pillars are believed to have stories being told on them, which I thought was interesting. That literally matches up with like Egyptian type shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like freaking little hieroglyphs or freaking. This would be something else because how they're carved in. I don't know the whole glyph fucking acryarchy, but
year and
Like that's a cool ass fucking sculpture right there, of like an iguana.
below a human and another human. So very exciting compositions and an art which we didn't know before.
And he has a very cool voice. He talks like a German.
very, very good.
I have hardcore hashtag diarrhea. So we have been going for 52 minutes. I'm gonna edit this down pretty hard, but I'm also gonna not probably edit it down too hard. Is there anything else you would really like to get out about Göbekli Tepe? You want to say it one time properly for
Göbekli Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe?
Yeah,
give us a little, like a 2-minute outro here, and then like we can have like a little outro talk, and then let's be done.
little outro. So this was Göbekli Tepe. If
Unless, do you want to keep talking? Do you
want?
want to keep talking?
That's about it. That's kind of everything that they know. We kind of went over it.
And
That's as much
then
as I
in
would
a
like.
year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, when they find more shit, we're
Oh, for
always
sure. I'm
we're
always keeping
down
up with
for
good old
back.
Göbekli, for sure, for sure.
Always coming back. All right.
One thing I have to say out of anybody who does want to like look at something on this and like check it out, just look at the pillars, look at all the art that they did, and
Yeah, during this video, I'll be throwing up pictures and stuff for sure.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that too much. I'll have that. I mean, obviously, you should do your own research for sure. Go ahead and look into. Obviously, watch the Ancient Aliens episode done by History Channel.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. That's what I got for you. Later, haters.
Anything else? I'm trying to think of my notes real quick. Oh, hey, like a real important thing I never really got to. So as we know, like there were drawings and stuff on the pillars, but every one of these drawings, not everyone, but a lot of the drawings, right? They never were lacking on the big dongs with the animals. The animals always had big dongs.
You never
And that
cut away
was-
from those.
That was a big key fucking point in one of the videos I watched of one of the guys. He was like, they have big dogs. And I was like, I gotta write that down. Gotta make sure we get that in the video.
That is
So,
Pretty important.
yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I literally did like nothing. But like you had like no gameplay footage. You just kind of listened to us talk and just kind of saw nothing. So I might put some random
it's
stuff up and wow. But thanks for watching. Goodbye now.